Hello students, today I am going to teach you a very important lesson in class 11, which is permutations. Before going to start permutations, first of all you have to know the factorial. What is factorial? First of all you have to know, let n be a positive integer. Let n be a positive integer. Then the continued product of first and natural numbers is known as a permutation, is known as factorial n. Let n be a positive integer, then the continued product of first and natural number is known as factorial n. Factorial n, denoted by either you can use this symbol or this symbol. That is, what is factorial n? Continued product of first and natural number 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into ... n, or we can say n into n minus 1, n minus 2 ... to 1, 2 into 1. As for example, factorial 1 is 1, factorial 2 is 1 into 2 equal to 2, factorial 3, 1 into 2 into 3, 6, factorial 4, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, it will be 24, etc. It goes like that. So that is factorial n. Now you have to know some important notes. Suppose factorial 5 will be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, or you can write 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This we can write 5 into factorial 4. This we can write 5 into up to here factorial 4, or you can write 5 into 4 into factorial 3. It goes like that. Similarly, factorial 6 we can write 6 into factorial 5. Factorial 7 we can write 7 into factorial 6. Similarly, factorial n we can write n into factorial n minus 1. It's a very important relation. Factorial n can be written as n into factorial n minus 1. Instead of n, if you could put 1, just put n equal to 1. What will be here? N equal to 1. 1 minus 1, 0. So it will be 0 factorial. So factorial 1 is 1. 1 into 0 factorial is 0 factorial. So what is the value of factorial 0? The value of factorial 0 is 1. Another important result. Factorial n equal to n factorial n minus 1 and factorial 0 equal to 1. The value of factorial 0 is 1. Factorial negative quantities are always undefined. Now we are going to evaluate factorial 9 by factorial 5 into factorial 3. How to find out? 9 will convert into factorial 5. 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into factorial 5. Divided by factorial 5 is there. Into factorial 3 we can write 3 into 2 into 1 or 6. Factorial by factorial 5 and 6 is cancelled. 7 8 0, 56 into 9, so 504 is the answer. Again, if we find out another problem, next, if factorial n plus 1 is equal to 12 into factorial n minus 1, comma, find the value of n. So it's very simple. We have to convert factorial n plus 1 to n minus 1. So you can write n plus 1 n factorial n minus 1. 12 into factorial n minus 1. This is the solution. So factorial n minus 1 cancel. So n into n square plus n is equal to 12. So n square plus n minus 12 equal to 0. If we factorize, n square plus 4n minus 3n minus 12 equal to 0. So n common, n plus 4 minus 3 common, n plus 4 equal to 0. So n minus 3 into n plus 4 equal to 0. So n cannot be negative, so the value of n is 3. 3 is the answer. Now we are going to discuss another very important unit of permutation is fundamental principle of counting. What is fundamental principle of counting? Suppose this is the house of x, this is the house of y, this is the house of z. Suppose x wants to go to y, there are 3 ways, 3 roads are there. And y, again after meeting y, x will go to z house. So there are 2 ways. X to y 3 ways and y to z 2 ways. So what will be the ways from x to z? There will be 6 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 ways from x to z. 6 ways. So how to get it? Just multiply the events. If there are 3 ways, if there are 2 ways, just multiply the event, you will get 6 ways. This is called fundamental principle of counting. Just multiply the events. If it is m number of ways, if there are n number of ways, then the fundamental principle of counting, number of permutations will be m into n number of ways. This is called fundamental principle of counting. If there are another p ways, so m into n into p, you have to multiply the event. So this is fundamental principle of counting. Now one question, suppose there are 10 buses running between Delhi and Agra. In how many ways can a man go from Delhi to Agra and return by a different bus? There are 10 buses running between Delhi and Agra. 10 buses, one question, there are 10 buses running between Delhi and Agra. In how many ways can a man go from Delhi to Agra and return by a different bus? So number of choices from Delhi and Agra. So number of buses from Delhi to Agra will be 10. Suppose if you want to go Delhi to Agra, you have 10 choices to go from Delhi to Agra. But when you return, you will come by a different bus. The bus which you will go from Delhi to Agra, you will not take that bus. You will have 9 other choices. So number of buses from Agra to Delhi, you will have 9 choices. So therefore, by fundamental principle of counting, you just multiply the events. 10 into 9, there will be how many ways? 90 ways. So how many ways or how many possibilities are there from a person goes from Delhi to Agra and return by a different bus? Therefore, number of ways will be 10 into 9 equal to 90. That will be the number of ways from Delhi to Agra and Agra to Delhi. Now we are going to discuss third unit of permutation is permutations. What is a permutation? The different arrangements which can be made out of a given number of things by taking some or all at a time are called permutations. Number of things taken all at a time or some at a time. Suppose there are 3 boys are there. If they want to sit 2 at a time, 3 at a time or 1 at a time, that is called permutations. Number of things taking all at a time or some at a time. Permutations are denoted by NPR. NPR. Here n number of things, this is the notation. N number of things taken are at a time. So this is called notation. The formula is factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. This is the formula to find out n number of things taken r at a time. R cannot exceed n. R should be greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to n. R will be always greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to n. R cannot exceed n. Suppose 4 people we cannot arrange 5 at a time. 4 people we can arrange 4 at a time, 3 at a time, 2 at a time, 1 at a time. So this is called permutations. So you have to know some notes. NP1 we can write n. Similarly, NP2 we can write n into n minus 1. Number 3, NP3 we can write n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. it goes like that, np3 3 times n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Similarly, np4 will be n into n minus 1, n minus 2 into n minus 3. Suppose if you are going to find out 10 p2, what will be the value of 10 p2? 10 into 9. So directly you can write 90. Suppose if you are going to find out 5 p3, we can easily find out 5 into 4 into 3 times. So it will be 60, like that. But 3 p3 will be factorial 3, which is 6, 3 times. 4 p4 will be factorial 4. We can write 24. So this is the way to find out permutations of 10 objects 2 at a time. So you can write direct 10 into 9 by using notes. Thank you.